Hey everybody, it's Blaisha from Mangia, and today we're making my absolute favorite Indian dish, which is called butter chicken. It's in the tikka masala family if you've ever had that, and if you've never had tikka masala or butter chicken, let me tell you about it. Tikka masala or butter chicken is basically chicken thighs simmered in a creamy tomato sauce, and it has sweet spices, and it's not actually as spicy as you would expect Indian food to be. You have absolute control because today we're going to make our own curry powder. Okay, so to make this Indian dish, you only need about an hour worth of prep time, some cilantro, a lime, a yellow onion, a serrano chili. If you can't find a serrano, it's okay to use jalapeno. You can get some fresh ginger, garlic, lots of it, more than what Italians use, some tomato paste, and the most important thing is we're going to make our own curry powder. And to do this, you only need 4 ingredients. You need some cumin, ground coriander, black pepper, and the most important thing, which is called garam masala, which is a sweet Indian blend that you can find in your grocery store. It has sweet notes like cinnamon, clove. Think of it as like the pumpkin spice latte of Indian spices. So let's get started. If you would like to grill your chicken like I will, what you're going to do is first dice the chicken into small bite-sized pieces. Now here I'm using chicken thighs. I love chicken thighs as I believe they are more flavorful, but if you prefer chicken breasts, you can absolutely do that. In a bowl, you're going to combine the chicken, the yogurt, and 1 teaspoon of salt and toss it well to coat. And you want to marinate the chicken for at least an hour before grilling. In addition, if you are on the low-carb diet or on the keto diet, the only plain Greek yogurt that you can use is called Too Good. So if you're on that diet, please purchase that because that's the least amount of sugar and the least amount of carbs. So now we're going to get started on our sauce. And what we need to do is we need to prep our onions, our garlic, and our ginger and chili, which are the aromatics. So the first thing we're going to do is chop up our onion. You need 1 onion and you want to chop it in like a medium to fine chop. So you want to cut it in half, cut it cross-side, and then chop it. Again, you're going to blend everything, so if you don't have the best knife skills, don't worry about it. Now that we've minced up our onion, the next thing we need to do is peel 6 cloves of garlic. If you have trouble peeling garlic, my tip is to use the back of your hand and put pressure onto the knife to get the peel off. So you're going to peel your garlic, and then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to run it through a garlic press if you have one. I absolutely love my garlic press, but if you don't have a garlic press, you can simply mince up the garlic with your knife. Now we're going to slice up our serrano chili or jalapeno. So you're going to slice it into strips and then dice it up as you would the onion and go across. If you don't like spicy, then I would suggest using half of the chili and also removing the seeds. If you leave the seeds in, that will increase the spice. The next thing we need to do is peel our ginger. In my experience, the fastest way to do that is to actually use a spoon. It's way better than your typical potato peeler. Now that we've peeled our ginger, we're going to mince it up. I like to use my microplane to grate the ginger because it's a little bit fibrous, the root, so it's kind of difficult to mince with a knife, but you can absolutely do this by hand as well with a knife. In addition, if you don't want to be bothered with any of this ginger business, I don't blame you. It's an arm workout. You can absolutely buy ginger paste from the grocery store, but in my opinion, fresh is best.
How is that ginger going along?
Microplane, I'm calling it micro pain.
Oh!
Actually, that's hurt my hand. Buy ginger paste, y'all. It's not worth it. It's worth it. Now that everything's diced up for our sauce, we're going to grill our chicken. So you're going to preheat your grill on high and you want to check the temperature. Once it's about 400 degrees, you can throw your marinated chicken on the grill. The yogurt is going to create this wonderful caramelization of the chicken. So now I need to mince up some fresh cilantro. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting off the stems. You only need the leaves of the cilantro, and I'm rolling it up into a tight bunch. And in that bundle, we're gonna run our knife and get an even chop. Now that we have everything prepped, we're ready to make our sauce. So we're gonna melt 2 tablespoons of butter over medium heat. We're gonna add the onion, the garlic, ginger, and serrano and cook, stirring frequently until the mixture is softened and the onion begins to brown 6 to 8 minutes. I do recommend cooking the onion first and adding the garlic and ginger towards the end because the onion needs the most time. Now that everything has become fragrant in terms of our aromatics, we're going to add our spices. So we're going to add our garam masala, coriander, cumin, and pepper. And you want to stir it frequently. It's going to look a little ashy, and that's okay. And we're going to cook this for about 3 minutes. Then we're going to add some water and tomato paste and use a whisk until there's no lumps of the tomato paste. Lastly, we're going to add sugar and a teaspoon of salt and bring the whole mixture to a boil. So if you have an immersion blender, that would be the perfect use for the sauce, but I'm just gonna show you how to do it in a traditional blender. So essentially what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add in our cream, which gives it that nice orange hue. And we're gonna give it a stir. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add it to the blender. And then once we add it to the blender, we're gonna blend it up and then put it back into the pot with 2 more tablespoons of butter, and that's it. All right, so now that we have our beautiful yogurt marinated chicken, we're going to add it to our sauce. And the caramelization is gonna like pop through, but essentially you're just adding the chicken to the sauce. And then we're gonna finish with some cilantro, and that's it. Your Indian take out, but you made it in, is served. So now that the chicken is coated, we're gonna just add some finishing cilantro. Add as much or as little as you like. I put a suggested amount in my blog. Give it a stir, and dinner is served. I would suggest making this with some basmati rice or cauliflower rice if you're keto. You can do some naan. I'm making some naan right now. I also have a recipe for naan in case all you have is pita bread. So I hope you like it.